Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Logan Myers and the Cinephellas crew back here for episode 67 of the Cinephellas Podcast. We have Henry Hill, Niall Fortner, and special guest Walker Sexy Ranger on the podcast tonight.
In the eyes of a ranger.
How you wild boys doing?
Excellent.
I'm doing great.
Wild night on a Sunday.
It's getting pretty wild here in the lockdown, isn't it, boys?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Everybody just at home hanging out, watching movies and TV shows and video chatting. Like you see it on the internet, everybody just video chatting, Zoom and stuff. It's funny and shitty at the same time.
Yeah. It is cool that we can still communicate together, though.
Yeah, for sure. Keep this going
Definitely.
consistently.
I mean, imagine if you didn't have internet.
I'm like, what do I do now? Play, do puzzles or draw? What do I do? Wouldn't know
Play
what
Scrabble
to
with the family.
Play Scrabble, yeah. The Myers are always wild. We took a nap today, so I feel refreshed. Yeah, I woke up like an hour ago. Feel better.
Jeez.
I woke up super early.
Yeah, I did the same. I was sleeping all day, but I worked last night, so that's my excuse.
Understandable. Working third shift kind of sucks.
Kinda, yeah. But it's all good. I'm up now. Let's talk some movies and TV shows, boys.
Yeah, so it's the lockdown 2020. We've all been kind of hanging out at our home because we have to. Been watching a lot of TV shows and movies. One of the TV shows I just watched and reviewed was Tiger King. What do you guys think about that show? It's pretty wild.
It's pretty crazy. I kept hearing about it. My wife had friends at work telling me, like, hey, you should watch it. So we sat down and watched a couple episodes. I just finished up episode 3. It's pretty wild. I don't know what to think of any of it, to be honest.
What happened in the episode you just watched?
It was the one with, it was all about like Carol and her husband that supposedly disappeared, or it got eaten by a tiger.
Remember when Joe's like, check the septic tank?
Yes, at the end, he's like, you should check the septic tank underneath it.
The show is so ridiculous. I kept seeing people talk about it online. I'm like, what is this Tiger King? So I ended up watching it in 2 days.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
The most bizarre.
Same here. I watched it in 2 days. I loved it because it starts out where it's like all about the tigers, but then once you get into like who the people are actually crazier than the tigers.
Yes.
Yeah. No
Absolutely.
doubt.
Absolutely.
I trust the tiger more than the people.
Yeah, it's all corrupt and greed and obviously not about the animals, which is really sad, Because you have Joe Erotic and then you have the guy who looks like Mr. Perfect, the wrestler. Sexy clothes.
Man. The Doc or whatever his name is.
Doc Antle or Anfield.
Doc Ansel. Yeah, it's funny. And
he looked like Jan when he was younger.
Yeah, he did. And Jeff Lowe, too. He's like every biker in Vegas. And then they're like, he lives in Las Vegas. I'm like, no kidding.
Oh, no.
They all dress that way. It's funny. He's so corrupt and not a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell how old he is, but like when the camera's real close on him, he looks like he's probably like in his 70s. And like he's all under there, so he just wears all that shit.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Joe Exotic?
No, we're talking.
Are you the biker guy?
The biker guy, Jeff Lowe.
Yeah, the biker guy, yeah.
Yeah, because
Jeff Lowe's in it by the 3rd episode. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
maybe he showcased in this episode.
Okay.
Like crazy white beard and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot which episode he showed up in. Yeah, this is like episode 3, but yeah, that show's really bizarre, bonkers. I can't even describe it to somebody. Just watch it,
Yeah.
No, because like when I first went on Netflix and I saw Tiger King, I'm like, what the hell is this Tiger King? I actually thought it was a ripoff of The Lion King at first.
Part 2, Tiger King,
like the Asylum version.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely. It's one show I just checked out. We all have had a good time with it. It gets even wilder at the end. I'm not going to say what happens, but it's definitely a show you guys have to check out on Netflix. 7 episodes. They're about 45 minutes long.
Let me
I don't know if
describe
it's
it.
just me, but no, go ahead, Henry.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say it's like a slow motion train wreck. That's how I'd describe it.
Yeah. And all the people they introduce along the way, they're like cartoon characters. They're real people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like him, that one guy looks like Chucky. I don't know what his name is.
Oh yeah.
he does. Yeah.
Missing teeth in the front.
Yeah, the guy missing teeth. Yeah, guy missing teeth.
The jet ski man.
Yeah, the jet ski guy. He's funny. Jim something.
Yeah, I can't remember his last name.
Yeah, me either. But he's a
But the
cartoon
last couple
character.
episodes I wasn't as into as the beginning, just because they were like more like focused on the trial and stuff. But
Yeah.
they're so good.
Yeah, definitely. You got to finish it off, Chris. Gets even better.
We will. I got a couple weeks left again, so
Yeah, are you working right now?
nope.
No.
I'm not. No, so they're only doing curbside, so they only
Right.
have 4 people there. So they were
Oh,
like, "Do
crap.
you want to do it or not want to?" And I'm like, "I'm going to choose not to do it." So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got lots of time on your hands.
Oh yeah.
You can play lots of video games.
You can see it in his eyes. He's playing in his next game. What game are you
I'm
gonna
actually playing right now on the computer. No, I'm kidding.
play?
You see him like moving his
I
hand.
could.
I know, right?
I probably could.
He's playing solitaire.
Here's Siri pop up. Pornhub.com. Now loading.
Oh man, that'd be funny. But other shows I've been checking out, Ozark, the new season. Season 3 just debuted. Jason Bateman, Laura Linney, Julia Gardner returning. Another phenomenal season. What do you think, Henry?
Oh yeah, I finished it in a week. It was really good. Very top-notch writing. I liked what they did with the characters this year. They sort of switched around Marty and Wendy towards the beginning of the season, like their roles reversed. Like Wendy was more in charge this year at the beginning. But just a general story. Wendy's brother comes into town and he needs a place to stay, so he asks Wendy to stay with them. So they invite him in, and he has like a mental health issue. He's bipolar, so he kind of flies off the handle. And pretty much the whole season's wrapped around him in a way. Like he's always involved in the altercations and stuff, and what happens at the end like ties everything for the whole season together. So yeah, I thought it was really good. I liked what they did with Ruth's character, just how they progress the characters forward. Even Jonah, the youngest boy, he's grown up now. You know, he's almost getting his license. So yeah, I thought, yeah, it was great. Really well acted as always. I thought probably Laura Linney had the most like emotional stuff, but I'll say that the supporting actor that played her brother Ben did a phenomenal job. I'm guessing Emmy nomination for the performance. If I had to guess, he was just really good. Like when he was crying and stuff, it was kind of hard to watch.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah, yeah,
What'd you think?
he was great. I loved him. The introduction of his character and what happens to him at the end is pretty heartbreaking. Just all around great performances. Really great story with the Mexican cartel, and then having the Kansas City mob and all the stuff that goes along with that, including the casino and then trying to buy another casino. And I don't want to say too much, but just all great performances. Jason Bateman, I love that guy. He shows like no emotion in the show. He's like very, I don't know what the word is, but he's just really great. He directed 2 episodes of the show as well. And just really great performance, Laura Linney. I love the kids too. They've come a long way since the first season. They've grown up a lot. And everything they've been thrown into in this world, clean and dirty. So yeah, just really great show.
It is really, really awesome show. 3rd season. So like how they set it up at the end, I'm interested to see how it'll tie into next year. They haven't announced the next season yet, but I imagine they will. I'm guessing it's still going to get a lot of viewers because everybody that watches it gets into it. So
yeah.
Another funny storyline was Wyatt and that old lady.
Darlene.
Yeah, Darlene. Yeah. So that was kind of interesting what happens between those two. We'll just leave it.
With the heroin farm.
Yeah, the poppy field.
Yeah, you Langmores, come on up here to the back pastures and grow some heroin. Yeah, that was kind of weird, but I loved her character at the final episode with Frank Jr. and what she does to him. Yeah, I thought that was cool, but the whole relationship thing was weird.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But yeah, another phenomenal season. So I can't wait for season 4, hopefully in next year or the year after.
Yeah, who knows? Everything's pushed back, so it might get pushed back to the following year. We'll have to see how that plays out.
Everything is delayed, folks. All right, what about you guys? What are you guys watching? TV shows or movies? Niall?
I'm actually watching an older show. It's a cartoon, the Clone Wars cartoon. It's phenomenal. So if you're a Star Wars fan, it's great. It ties everything together really well and everything. I'm on season 5. There's 7 seasons. I'm in the middle of season 5. I mean, I know how much you guys like Star Wars, but like I highly recommend watching it. It's killer. It connects. There's things in the show that connect to all the movies. So you'll look at the movies you've already seen and go, "Oh, that's where that came from." It's phenomenal. So I highly recommend it for sure. Like you have to watch it.
That's on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. The 7th season's already began. It's the final season of the show. Got delayed. Geez, the show got canceled in like 2007, 2008, I think. And then they re-upped the final season final again, which is super weird. But I guess Disney didn't want to do it, and then they got a lot of pushback, so they decided to do the final season and actually finish it.
I have never seen it. I've never seen it, but I will definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I've actually seen it. It is pretty good.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I wish I watched it like on TV when it first came out. Like that's how good it is. Like I wish I can go back in time and actually watch it when it came out versus after the fact. But
I didn't see it on Disney Plus. I saw it when it actually was out.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Awesome. I prefer it more than this Disney era of Star Wars.
Yeah, I like both of them. I like both of it. They both have their ups and downs, but what you're gonna do? There's not much we can do about it, But
yeah,
there's some things I don't like and some things I do, but we'll see what happens.
But I actually saw 28 Weeks Later yesterday, and today I rewatched The Lighthouse movie.
Nice, love that movie.
I'm glad you love it because I'm the only one in my family who likes it.
Really?
Yeah.
What did your other people think? What did they say about it?
My mom and dad saw it, and as soon as the movie was over, the minute the credits went up, they're like, I hated it.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's not like your typical, dark horror kind of thriller movie suspense.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to tell them, and even my cousin too. And he's like, "Oh, are you trying to say that we're stupid?" And I'm like, kind of.
Like indirectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all.
You gotta be a film geek to appreciate it. It's just
you kind of do, yeah.
Yeah, because you look at it, all the technical aspects of it, the way it's shot, and the ratio and everything, and the performances alone too are amazing. And my mother-in-law didn't like it, but me and my wife really loved it. We saw it in the theater. So A24, man, they put out a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw I think it was on Twitter, they had a new look at Robert Pattinson's Batman suit. Actually, I can bring it up.
Really?
Whoa, yeah, let's see. I haven't seen it.
It's like a drawing board.
There hasn't been much news out.
Let me see if you guys can see that.
Yeah, movie news is all just, hey, this is getting delayed by a year.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty
sweet. Is that
sweet.
like the final? Because it looks like there's some like prototype suits probably in it, right?
Yeah. I don't know about you, but that's my new wallpaper for a week.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Is that official?
It is, yeah. They're making it seem like it is, yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That looks good.
That is a movie I'm really excited about.
Yeah, they shut down production for right now because of this damn COVID-19. So they'll pick up I think they said in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be out later next year. They're pushing it back from the
When
original
was it supposed
June.
to come out?
June of next year.
June of next year.
So it'll probably be later then.
Yeah, it's going to be
Gotcha.
probably fall, winter, I think I read.
Or even the next year. Could be.
Like
Yeah, it could be like even 2020 or 2022.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff got pushed to 2022.
Like
everything got pushed back. I mean, the new Indiana Jones movie got pushed back to then. A lot of stuff. Ghostbusters is next year now, right? 2021. It was supposed to be this year, but
Yep.
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
Yep.
Got pushed back too.
Yep.
I wonder if James Cameron's Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are getting pushed back. Or if,
Those will come out in 2050.
or if he just
2050, right?
you guys can't go home. We're not social distancing. We're finishing these pictures.
He introduces like 20K technology. 2035 when it gets released.
The technology becomes a real technology versus a movie technology.
Skynet really finally takes over.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be next month.
Oh,
That's funny. Yeah, you're right. Probably is. They're coming.
COVID-19 takes care of some of the people, then Skynet comes out.
So good at Skynet.
Cyberdyne Systems Model 101.
Cyberdyne has the cure.
Cyberdyne, yep. It's all with Miles Dyson. You got to ask that guy. He knows what's going on.
So besides that, we watching anything else recently?
Well, a lot of the stuff I've been watching is kind of like older stuff. Like I'm trying to finally catch up on some stuff. I know today's the 1-year anniversary of Shazam, so I kind of want to go back and rewatch that movie because I only saw it in the theaters last year.
Yeah, I love that movie. I remember seeing it in theaters last year. It was like a bunch of. We talked about it in that one podcast. I went to the theater and there's a bunch of like 12 and 13-year-old kids in the movie theater and me. But it was a really good movie. I was surprised how good it was. I loved it.
No, I was the same way. Like with movies like that, even Toy Story, it was like all these little kids, and then it was me, and then back to all the little kids. I was like the biggest kid in there, honestly. But I love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
It was nice to see like a lighthearted comic book movie for a change. You know, like everything's been all serious lately. They're trying to establish these big universes, but this one was, let's make a fun film. It doesn't have to be dark or anything. You know,
right?
Let's make it fun and kid friendly too. So
yeah, the Snyder cut the version that'll never come out that I don't even care to see, honestly.
Right. I mean, what's the point of? I mean, I don't need to see it either.
Yeah.
So
I'm good. I don't need to see anything else by Snyder.
What else are we watching here? I'm trying to think. Nothing notable, I guess, if I can't think of it. I must be all caught up. Oh, Westworld's been back on. I've been following that every week just to have a show that I can watch every week on Sunday nights. That's been really good. It changes everything. It's totally different vibe than the first 2 seasons. It's kind of in the future in a big city. So there's like robots and Aaron Paul and Evan Rachel Wood's character, Dolores, meet up and they form a bond. And, you know, as always, it's too hard to explain because it's really like out there, like scientific, and it's like a puzzle. They like make it like a puzzle. So it's very talky, but it's really good season so far. I think the 4th episode's on tonight, so I'll probably check it out later tonight.
Nice. I got one episode left of season 2, so I got to watch that and then watch the new season. No idea what's going on.
Like I said, yeah, you can't really explain, but it's still cool to look at.
I'm like, there's an episode about the Native American, and then you find out about the Ed Harris, the Man in Black, and his family, and when does it connect?
The whole thing is going to connect at the end, yeah, but it's super confusing, like I said.
It is.
So just watch it.
You and I are in the same boat. I just like to look at the show, but I don't really understand it. Like I got up to get some water. Maybe I blinked, and I couldn't follow it anymore.
And that's the thing. I pay attention to it. Like I'm watching the entire episode, and I'm like, what's going on?
Visually, it looks nice.
Yeah, visually, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful TV show.
Yeah, I saw like a couple of the first episodes of like the first season, and I thought the whole idea behind it was cool, but I totally didn't understand what was actually happening. It was rough.
I'm needing some more movies. I actually did an Amazon order. I got a Enemy on Blu-ray, Jake Gyllenhaal's movie. Have you seen it?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think I have.
Heard of it and have not seen it, though.
Who else was in that?
Jake Gyllenhaal again.
Twice.
Please, twins.
Mhm. No, but I love that movie, and I don't want to spoil the ending for those who haven't seen it, but I can't pronounce the director's name. Denis Villeneuve, something French.
Oh, he's the guy who did like La La Land and stuff, right?
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, yeah, and
he's doing-
Prisoners.
He's doing the new Dune movie as well.
Dude.
No, he's my favorite director right now.
Dennis
People always say, like, where are the Steven
Sicario.
Spielberg generation? And I think he's one.
I love him. Fantastic
Definitely.
director.
Sicario too. He did.
That's right, Sicario.
Denis Villeneuve. Something I don't know how to pronounce it.
Got to pronounce it with the French accent.
Yeah,
Villeneuve.
I took Spanish.
Yeah, me too. I took Spanish, so I don't know.
Let's hear you some. Introduce the next clip in Spanish. You just do it all good.
Do you like the Conan or the Walker Texas Ranger?
Yeah, pull the lever.
Meow.
I was really looking forward to Black Widow too. I mean, it's coming out this year still, just now later, but
Yeah, I think that's coming out, what, December now instead of May?
November. I think it's November 6th. Because it was supposed to be the same day as it was supposed to be the day that's when was it the Eternal? Not the Eternals. There was another Marvel movie coming out on November 6th, but that got pushed to next year. I forget what movie.
Yeah, the Eternals. I think
Was it
it's
the Eternals?
Yeah, pretty sure that got bumped. But New Mutants did too. I'm pretty sure that got.
Oh,
Yeah, all of
that's,
It's not the
that's
same
the
day,
one.
so I think it's getting pushed back for sure.
Yeah, I think all of it got pushed.
At this
So-
point, just put the New Mutants like on Disney Plus because it's been like 3 years.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too. Come on, they're going to get a lot of money from that. Even just people buying, subscriptions and stuff. They might as well. They're not going to make a bunch of money if they put it in theaters. I don't think at this point. Just everybody's heard about how it's been delayed so many times, and that they're going to be apprehensive that it's a mess, so they're not going to want to go see it. Maybe. So yeah, I think the wise thing to do would be to throw that up on a streamer if I was them. But
no
they don't.
kidding.
I mean, they don't really care. They have so much money, so they're like, whatever. We can
Yeah.
afford this one
This
bond
isn't,
here.
this isn't Marvel, but like Artemis Fowl. Is that it? That movie?
Yeah,
That's coming to
on
Disney Plus.
Disney.
Like it's going straight to it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Might as well. Something like that. They can still make a lot of money, like I said, on the streaming side. I'll watch it on there. I don't even know. Is it like a book series or?
Yeah, I think it's a book.
Yeah.
It looked cool. You should watch the trailer. It looks neat. It looks interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. All I know is the poster has like a kid with some glasses on or something.
Yeah, it's the whole movie.
So I don't know if he's like blind or has superpowers or. Yeah, that was like my initial reaction. The poster just has a kid with some sunglasses on.
New Mutants. That one looks pretty good,
Yeah.
actually.
It does look good, but like I said, people think it's going to bomb just because how many times
Yeah,
has
the
it
New
been?
Mutants is pretty old at this point, so just
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. All the reshoots, and it's been a mess trying to get that movie made and put
Yeah.
out.
They even interviewed Anya Taylor-Joy about it, and she just did not want to talk about it.
She's like, it fucking sucks. Don't
Her
watch
eye
it.
just got really wide, and she's like, "Well, let's talk about something else."
Whoa.
I still want to see it. It has a Nightmare on Elm Street vibe to it,
It does, yeah.
but I'm sure it's going to be terrible. But they put it out on streaming service. I'll watch it.
Speaking of A Nightmare on Elm Street, did you see Robert Englund's new series?
I have not watched it
No.
yet. Have you?
No. Yeah, it's pretty good, actually. I saw, like, the first episode. I think they're on, like, episode 3 now.
Yeah. So what is it exactly? I'm not really sure. The show's
Well, it's
about.
like they take from what I saw, it's like they're taking real-life situations, but they're, like, trying to tell stories about it. So it is pretty interesting. It's, like, almost like real-life horror, or at least inspired by real-life horror. Like, things that actually happen in reality. So I actually dig it.
That's awesome. What network is that on?
Oh, I don't know. I'm streaming it on the Fire Stick. So.
Oh, gotcha. Illegally?
Uh-oh. I better leave, guys. Goodbye.
Yeah, I thought it was on like Travel Channel or something.
He's got a VPN, don't worry.
I'll get a plug from Norton VPN.
They start sending us money for sponsoring. I've been wanting to watch The Gentleman. The
Gentleman?
web
I
rip
did
is-
see that.
Yeah, the web rip is up. Have you seen it now?
Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
Oh, good. I've been wanting to watch a good Guy Ritchie movie, and that seems cool. Matthew McConaughey is like isn't he like a big weed farm?
Yeah.
It is. To me, the movie's pretty funny actually. I
Yeah,
like
there's,
it.
there's a lot of good performances and humor in it, surprisingly. And Guy Ritchie returns to his roots. English
Yeah.
crime, you know?
It's almost like he did Aladdin and this kid-friendly film, and he's like, "Man, I wish I could shoot somebody again." And he kind of went back and he
He's like, I made 150 million off that movie. I'm good now. I go back to my roots. He's like, I'm
And I
done
don't
with
know
that.
about you, but from like the poster and the marketing, it's like they tried to market it like the movie Kingsman. a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
Was it like that at all, or how would you? Is it like a heist?
Not
movie?
really.
Not at
as
all.
not as fast paced. It's kind of slower actually,
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
but it's
Are there
definitely
fight scenes?
yeah. There's a few actually, but
Cool.
it's not like over the top or anything.
No, it's not. And Matthew McConaughey's wife in that movie was supposed to originally be Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but she turned it down for whatever reason.
What else is she doing?
He did. A couple months ago.
Is
Do
she
what?
making like Underworld 14 or something?
Probably.
Rise of the Lycans 19.
They keep coming back.
You can't kill a werewolf. You need
This
a
one
silver
has to
bullet.
spin up the lagoon.
And a special appearance by Gary Busey.
Silver
man.
bullet.
Silver bullet.
Did you get that Fright Rag shirt? The silver bullet one?
No, I wanted to, yeah, with the Purple Rain
yeah,
crossover.
purple, yeah, the Prince, yeah, theme.
Yeah, I want to get that, yeah. I haven't ordered it. I'm
That
like,
looks cool.
one of my favorite werewolf movies of all time, Silver Bullet. Check it out if you guys haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's
I've
a
never
great
seen
old
it. Who's
movie.
in it?
It's cool.
Corey
Corey
Haim,
Haim, he was a kid.
Corey Haim's
like
in a
that.
wheelchair in the movie. Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. You go. You know the movie better than me.
Yeah, Corey Haim's in a wheelchair. It's really badass wheelchair. It's all souped up and stuff. And there's a werewolf that comes into the town. He tries to kill it with a silver bullet. His uncle's Gary Busey, and it's very 80s movie, but it's really good. That's all I'll
Is
say.
Gary Busey scarier than the werewolf?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is actually.
I can't think of any werewolf movies I actually really like. I've seen The Howling. Meh.
Howling, yeah, I thought that was overrated. I didn't really care for it.
I'm trying to think of other ones. I don't know if you've ever seen Dog Soldiers.
Yes, it's good.
That's okay.
What about American Werewolf in London?
I was
Oh,
about to say
Oh,
that.
that's it right there.
that's the
That's a
classic right there.
classic.
That's
Didn't Rick Baker do the makeup?
Rick Baker, yeah, I think he won an Oscar for that, for the
Yeah.
makeup. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't make good effects like that anymore.
I know, that's what pisses me off. I love practical effects, you know?
Hmm.
Creep
Yeah,
Show's
that's-
been doing it on the show. They've
Yes.
been using practical effects. So it's kind of cool to see like a actual puppet rather than a CGI, just pure CGI.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, I thought, yeah.
Like, keep that stuff alive, you know? Keep the artists
Exactly.
working.
Right. I think we'll see more of it probably in the future because you'll see a lot of these directors coming up. They were, kind of our age, so they were influenced the same way we were. So they want to try different, methods and stuff to do it. So to film and replicate kind of those filmmakers.
Yeah, just more realistic. That's why I love it. Buckets of blood and gore, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. The newer Wolfman wasn't bad either. I didn't think, with Benicio del Toro and Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony
Hopkins.
Hopkins. Yeah, that was
Pretty
actually
good.
good. It was good.
And I think Rick Baker did the effects on that one too.
He
I
did.
believe so.
Yeah.
Yep. There's some good ones out there. Need a good werewolf movie. 2020.
Well, now that they did the Invisible Man, they might try and do something with the Wolfman.
I hope so. Do the whole
Yeah,
universe.
but they will.
Do Dracula,
They-
Creature in the Black Lagoon.
Did they try to do that with the Mummy?
They tried and
Yeah.
it failed
The whole
terribly.
like Dark Universe thing or whatever it was called?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
failed.
That went up in flames.
Yeah.
Tom
Because they tried to
Cruise.
present it like it was something so serious, like, ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Universe. And people just laughed at it completely.
I know. They're like, really? Come on.
Mission Impossible, The Mummy.
It was.
It didn't fucking feel like a horror movie or like monster movie. It was just terrible CGI. Mission Impossible, like
He's up in the airplane, way up in the sky.
yeah, exactly.
Like, with the mummy, really. This is like the same exact thing in Mission Impossible, like you said. Like, why the hell are we up in the air? And he's
And then you had Russell Crowe.
With Tom Cruise flying in the air.
Yeah. Yeah. I did this actually.
I did did my own stunts.
Right.
And you had Russell Crowe like trying to be like Nick Fury,
Yeah.
but he kept injecting himself with some juice or whatever. It was kind of funny.
So he doesn't get angry and turn into Mr. Hyde.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Hello, boys. I'm Russell Crowe. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Terrible.
Let me inject.
Don't tell him in the film. You can't say that in the film.
Wrong set.
He like plays his character from Gladiator instead.
Pulls out a big sword. Joaquin Phoenix dressed up as the Joker.
Yeah, just the thumbs down.
I see that in so many memes. Joaquin.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I really want to watch Onward.
I started it. Yeah,
Oh.
I started on Disney Plus. Yeah.
It just
I
came
got like
out.
10 minutes into it. I want to finish it too. Seems pretty cool. What are they, elves?
Well, I don't know if they're really classified as elves, but like they're definitely mystical characters. You know,
Are they orcs?
Could be.
They look more like orcs,
Mhm.
but not like the giant, like physical, like huge, like Lord of the Rings orcs.
Right.
I don't know. I'm probably, if I watch it, I'll probably figure it out. What they're actually called, but
Yeah, I didn't really read too much into it. I just knew there was some sort of sorcery or magic because he has that staff. Yeah, and I know it's Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I want to check it out.
Yeah, that's one of the movies that got pushed back to 2022. Thor: Love and Thunder.
oh, that's it. Yeah, I was looking
Wow.
forward. That's gonna be a cool movie, though. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Absolutely, dude. I'm excited.
Taika Waititi, he's going to come back with a hitter, I bet. Natalie Portman's going to be Thor in it. That'll be cool to see how they do. And it'll be nice to actually give her something to do in the movies.
Instead of just stand there and go, "What?"
Yeah, for real.
Or like in the second movie where she hides the whole time, pretty much the whole movie. She's in
Yeah,
hiding.
right. Terrible. Ragnarok was so well done, though. Yeah, I can't wait to see how he films it this time, like his color palette, and he always does something pretty cool.
Super vibrant.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I can't ever say his name. Taika Waititi or whatever his name is.
Taika Waititi.
Taika, there we go. Did you guys watch What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes, that was so good.
It's phenomenal.
So good. The movie and the TV show on FX.
Yeah, I never knew it was a movie. We just watched an episode on the show, and I was like, "This is epic."
Yeah, the movie is Taika Waititi.
Right.
Taika Waititi. And it's him and the guys from Flight of the Conchords, and because they're from New Zealand.
Okay.
So yeah, the movie's
Whatever the other guy's name.
Jermaine and the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny. Really good.
Yeah, it's. I love the show. Like, I watched the trailer for the second season like twice. It's just hilarious. They're always giving like Guillermo like a hard time all the time.
I love the way it's shot too. It's like The Office. You know, it's like quick. They like pan in really quick and cut, and
yeah, like The Office and like Parks and Rec and stuff like that. Yeah,
it looks like it's kind of live or something.
Yeah, well, they do. They look at like the camera guy because the guys are going around with a documentary camera. Because I think that's the whole thing is they're filming like a documentary on vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it look like it is. It's cool. So I don't know if Niall or Henry, if you guys watched it, but you gotta watch it. It's good. It's good. It's only like 8 episodes, I think, the first season.
I think
And
so.
it's on FX, right?
FX.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll watch the pilot. I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah,
I think, Logan, I think you actually saw this. I saw The Platform on Netflix. Did you guys see that?
No. Mm-mm.
Nope.
No, what's that one
No,
about?
you didn't see that. It's a Spanish film on Netflix. And just to give you a quick run through, so it's about these people who are either imprisoned or like they volunteered to be there. And what it is, it's like 300 different levels, but food comes down and it only comes down for like maybe a minute, and you can eat whatever you can because that's all the food you get for the day, and then it goes down to the next level. But every time it goes down a level, there's less food, and then people start turning on each other.
Oh,
It's a whole.
that sounds
pretty cool.
crazy.
Yeah, that sounds pretty intense.
Pretty interesting. I want to check that out.
No, please do. It's really good.
Nice.
And the ending is a little open-ended, but I think that's good because it leaves room for conversation.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Definitely check that out.
What was that one called again?
The platform
Platform.
on Netflix.
Okay.
I'd heard somebody else talk about that too. I can't remember what it was, a podcast or something I listened to, but yeah, they mentioned that. Sounded pretty interesting, yeah, to see how it would be.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of themes in there too.
Yeah, right. Did you guys have you guys all seen Parasite yet? Logan, did you watch that?
I
yet?
haven't seen it because I can't
No.
find the one with the English subtitles.
Okay.
You don't need English subtitles. You can read.
I never learned how to read.
Well,
Take water. No, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. I heard good, awesome things about it.
I saw it at Best Buy and I should have bought it. It was like $15. I do want to see it though.
No, you should. I guess Henry and I are the only ones who saw it. It was great.
I downloaded it illegally and it didn't have the subtitles. So I'm like, what are they saying?
Just use
Yeah.
Google Translate. Hold the phone up, and then
Oh,
it'll
okay.
translate it for you.
I know what they
For the entire 2 hours.
Yeah, just
Oh.
the whole time.
No.
And I was thinking about the platform. It's actually a lot like Snowpiercer. It has that same tone going.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Well, she
another
directed.
TV show, actually.
Yeah, there is a show.
hmm
I haven't seen it.
I think it's on AMC or something.
Okay. Is it just coming out now?
I think it just came out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right. Same premise as the movie, or have they changed it up, the story?
No, the same premise, just different characters.
Okay. Snowpiercer. Because the movie had Chris Evans, right? I'm thinking of the
Yeah.
right one. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Based off a Japanese comic book, yeah.
Did not know that. I remember
Someone else. You know what? Someone I worked with mentioned that when about like it was based off that Snowpiercer thing. So that's interesting. I'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
Binge it up, Chris. Put down the video game controller for a couple minutes and
It's
Go watch something.
right here. See, I told you I was.
what are you balls deep into now? What game?
I don't know. We're playing a lot of Animal Crossing on the Switch, which is phenomenal. It's definitely. What's that?
I'm out of touch with the Switch, so you'll have to tell me what the game's about.
It's it's an old series. It's been around since the Nintendo 64 era and the GameCube era.
Okay, yeah, I had a 64.
It's definitely a kiddish type of game, but it's an extreme stress reliever because it's like the most calming game you'll ever play. You're just literally in a town and you get your house, you get items for your home, you go out to other islands and get stuff for your island. And as you pay off your mortgages and stuff with the whole town's run by animals, by the way. It's all animals. Your character is the only human person in the game.
Wow.
And
Crazy.
it's super addictive. Like you can't just play it for like 10 minutes. Like I think I played it for like 2 hours the other day. Like
It
yesterday.
sounds like you're almost like living another life.
You kind of are, and that was the timing when this game came out was huge because of with all the stuff going on with COVID, and now you can't live your life the way you used to right now.
Yeah.
This game is like a good outlet for people to still do things they would like to do, but do it in the video
That's
game.
cool.
So
there's multiplayer.
yeah, there's a little bit of co-op. There's online multiplayer. So like if one of you guys had a Switch in the game, like I can come to your island or I can invite you to mine and we can like do stuff and build stuff together and like do little
That's cool.
whatever things the town like person wants us to do. It's pretty sweet. It's cool.
Awesome. I have not played the Switch yet. True story.
Well, it's a good system. It's good.
I was thinking about getting it for Bodie for Christmas.
Yeah, I mean it's phenomenal for him.
Yeah.
There's so many kids games and games like like all the Mario games.
Yeah, he
things like
loves
that.
he loves Mario.
Like all those, like they're supposedly gonna be releasing like a remastered version of like Mario 64. So
Cool.
and on the Switch, supposedly they were supposed to announce it at E3, but that got canceled. So they're
Just
probably
bummed
gonna do
about
some. They're probably gonna do some online thing in like May or June to like tell people what the heck is going on. But we'll see. We'll see what happens though. But
Right on, man.
for Bodhi, you should do it. It's good. He would enjoy it, and you know it's a system that you can play on the go. You can play it at home on the TV. I mean, like at work, like they sold out of them. Like you can't even buy one right now. Like if you went online right now to try to buy one, you probably won't be able to find one.
Really?
Because that's what everyone bought.
How much do they run retail?
$2.99.
Not bad. It's about standard for console.
It reminds me of a PSP from the way it sounds.
Yeah, it's think of like it's kind of like a PSP, but think of like a system. It takes every aspect of a video game system. The console at the home on your TV version, a portable system, like it's everything, and then the motion controls that they had for like the Nintendo Wii when that came out years ago. Like they incorporated like things from every game system into this one thing to make it do all of it instead of you owning 4 different things. You know, instead of owning a Nintendo 3DS and a Nintendo system, you would just own one, and that's what you would do. But yeah,
Wow.
it's great.
Chris, I don't know if you remember the Nintendo SP, but I actually still have mine.
The Game Boy Advance SP?
Yeah.
I have mine. I had it sitting in here the other day when I was cleaning. But yeah, I have it. I still have it.
Yeah, I have all those old games.
Yeah, I have two. I have the original Nintendos. I have 2 of them. I have 2 Super Nintendos. I have 2 N64s. I have Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance SPs. Name it, I have it pretty much.
So you have the whole arcade, so you're good for this quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Man, those boys are wild.
I even have the little mini systems, like when they re-released them, like the little ones that you can just hook up. I have all those. Well, not all of them, but I have 3 of those.
So, Chris, what's going on with Mortal Kombat? Because I follow Todd McFarlane, and he's always posting about Mortal Kombat and Spawn. So is Spawn like a character in the storyline now?
I think either he's already in it or he was being added to. He's being either already in it or was just added to Mortal Kombat. So, like as a playable character. I think I just read that. That was happened a little while ago, though. I think they announced that like there was something with it. I don't know if I can find it or not. Because I follow that stuff.
I hope it's Michael Jai White.
Yeah, no kidding.
I guess they're supposed to do another movie. They need to do that. Jamie Foxx was rumored at one point.
Yeah, they took a picture together, Todd McFarlane and Jamie Foxx, and they posted it on Twitter, and Jamie Foxx had like a script in his hand. So I wonder what happened.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
that's some good news.
Spawn's going to be Spawn came out as a playable character March 24th.
Okay.
So he's a character in the game that you can. I don't know if you have to. I think you might have to buy him. I'm not sure. Like as part of their pack, their like fighter pack they have, I think. But yeah, he's a playable character in the game, which is kind of neat.
Because I remember in like Mortal Kombat 11, I think that was the first time they introduced like DLC characters like Freddy Krueger and Kratos, and then I'm like, okay, I can kind of get into this.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one he's in now too. Is 11.
Okay.
So same game. Yeah. I don't know if he's the last character to come out.
Not 11, 9, excuse me.
Oh, 9? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11, I think they have everybody in 11 again. I think they have like Freddy and stuff in 11, everything like that too, which is cool.
They had Michael Myers in 1. Logan, you would like that?
Yes, I love Michael Myers.
Yeah. Speaking of Michael Myers, if you have whatever, a computer or anything, was it Dead by Daylight? Yeah, you have to use your computer, Logan, for other things.
What is that?
The game Dead by Daylight.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there's a downloadable pack for Michael Myers, and you run around Haddonfield, and like someone plays as him, and you have to. It's 1 versus 4, 1v4, I think it is.
Awesome.
And one of them is the killer, and the other people have to try to survive.
That came out a few years ago, didn't it?
Yeah, it came out a few years ago. People still talk about it. I tried it. It's hard.
Is it for you?
Oh yeah. It's hard for me even. Yeah, you got to be
Wow.
like quick on your feet, or else because once you get caught by the killer, you're done. Like they like take you and they hang you on a hook, and you sit there, and hopefully someone can come get you and help and like get you off. But it's cool.
Yeah, I remember seeing that when that came out, but I never played it. And
Yeah,
if
it
it's
was-
hard for you, I definitely probably suck at it.
The other huge thing, like it's video game related, but also like sports is the whole eSports thing is blowing up too. Like today there was a 12-hour marathon on ESPN2. They had 2 live events. They had a virtual Formula One Grand Prix today. So it was all like it was a video game, but it was real life drivers playing the game, but playing it for it's crazy because a lot of people like look down upon esports and whatnot, and I always thought it was weird too. But Formula One had a virtual Grand Prix. NBA 2K they had real life stars and players playing that today too. There was like a first round tournament for that game.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. People.
Yeah, so that was the first thing. I think that was at like 1 or something like that. And then they're replaying some other tournaments from like later in the year last year from like Rocket League and Madden. There was like a Madden tournament and stuff like that too. But so I don't know. I think you're really going to see a surgence in esports over the next couple months because real sports probably won't. I'm going to guess it's not going to happen this year anytime soon.
Probably not, yeah.
Like, to be honest, like or if they do, it's going to be nobody in the stadium. It's just going to be the players and that's it.
Yeah, and then the camera people,
that'll be
that's about it.
Yeah. But I thought that was really neat. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, that sucks because right now baseball would be starting.
Yeah, baseball. Yeah, opening day was like last week,
Yep.
right? I think.
I'm like, it feels weird. Springtime, no baseball in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Weird times.
I was watching a little bit of WrestleMania earlier today and yesterday, and they didn't have anybody in the crowd, and it was just weird and just honestly so dry and boring. I just could not get into it. So if sports are going to be like that, I can't do it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, you never know, but
Part of the experience is the crowd, you know, when you're when you're playing whatever sports you're in, you got to have the crowd there. It's just kind of weird. It's a ghost town.
Yeah.
Keeping my fingers crossed that we can get together like by April at least. No, not April, May. See, I don't know what day it is anymore.
It's October.
Yeah.
Billy, what day is it? October?
Logan, you played Resident Evil 7, didn't you? Or no? Did you play Resident Evil 7?
I a few times. Not that I really remember though.
Okay.
A few times.
It
Why?
came out like last year or something, I think, or the year before.
Yeah.
I thought you bought it. But anyway, they're making a Resident Evil 8. It's going to be first person. It'll be on next gen systems and current gen systems next year at some point. But new Doom came out, so that's cool. From the
I've
old
heard some
Doom
good
games.
stuff about that. Yeah, the
Doom?
graphics are supposed to be crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. For sure.
When you say next generation systems, do you mean like PlayStation 5?
Yep.
Or something?
Yeah, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. That'll come out in November of this year, I think. Those are both coming out in November this year.
Hell yes.
How much is the PlayStation 5? Do you know?
Nobody knows yet. They're estimating somewhere between $400 and $600, depending. Because they've released the specifications for both systems, and I think if I did the math right, I think the Xbox One would be like, oh man, it'd be a lot. The Xbox One would be more money than the PlayStation for sure, because they released the spec sheets for both systems, and there's a huge difference. You know, and there's going to be this whole debate later in the year, like with the 5-6 years ago when PS3 or PS4 came out and the Xbox One came out, and like that the PS4 had better hardware in it. Like the roles are reversed at the end of this year. That's going to be reversed. The Xbox will have the better specs, and there's going to be a whole uproar of people that are like, "Oh, this is better," and I'm like, "It's all the same games. It's all cross-platform now for the most part. You know, it's whatever." So
are they multi? What do you call it when the games like the systems can play like PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3?
Backwards compatible.
Yeah. So PlayStation 5 has said that there is going to be, unless they change this before the end of the year, which they can, There's going to be select PlayStation 4 games that are backward compatible, and I think I don't know if they're doing backward with PS3 and PS2 or not. I don't think they are. I know with Xbox they're doing everything, like all the way back to the original one. You're going to be able to play every single game on it.
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah,
which makes sense for them. I mean, they're a computer company, so they know how to do it. But I would imagine Sony would change their minds. I hope they do, because there's a lot of people that want to play some older stuff too.
Yeah, because I have PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 that I wouldn't mind playing every so often.
Yeah, I know that they push the PlayStation Now service, right? It's the streaming service they have, and you can play some of those older games. Yeah, you got to pay for it, and why would you?
I don't want to pay for games I already have.
It's stupid. So we'll see what happens. They haven't really hardcore said much about it, besides the specs and besides being able to play some of their more popular PS4 games on it. So we'll see what they say. I mean, they're going to have their own like huge event online in May or June, just like everyone else was supposed to when E3 was going to happen in June. So we'll see what they say. They're probably going to announce a ton of stuff. So it'll be cool. It'll be neat.
I'm stoked for the new PlayStation. Stoked.
Yeah,
Which is like this. It's a solid state drive, right? Isn't that the new hardware?
Yeah, they're both solid states. They're both expandable. It's going to be it's going to be one of those things where they're both going to be great. In writing, the Xbox is more powerful, like performance wise.
Yeah.
But you're going to have people that are going to hate on both and whatnot.
But do I have to worry about that red ring anymore?
They should. I always thought they should put it in there just as a joke. Like when you turn it on, it lights up like a red ring, and then
just fucking with you.
It'd be cool.
I think the thing for me with PlayStation, they always make better games. Like in terms of like graphics. That's why I've been a PlayStation guy my whole life. Just the games are better. So I'm stoked to see what they do with that PlayStation 5 and games that come out.
Oh yeah, it'll be excellent. I mean, I think a lot of the games, the only games that are going to matter for them is going to be the games that are only PlayStation, and that's it. Like everything else is cross-platform pretty much and multi-platform. I mean, your biggest game played this year so far has been Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That's available on everything. Every system has it. So, it makes sense that it's the largest game played, but it'll be cool, though.
I heard The Last of Us 2 got pushed back.
Yeah, I actually just saw a screenshot. Like, they released a screenshot of the I never played it because I don't have a PlayStation, but I know about it. The main character, awesome. The girl, what's her name?
Elle.
Yeah, Elle, and I guess her significant other. Like, there's a picture. Like, they literally showcased it like 3 hours ago. Nice. And then before that, they were like, "Oh, we're delaying the game." So it's like,
let's put it on digital. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need. I mean, I'm a physical copy. You can't.
Well, they're not done with it. That's the thing. Like, they're not done with the game. Like, if they were done with it, they could probably release it. But that game Cyberpunk 2077.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen it or watched anything about it, they've had gameplay footage for it. Watch it. They purposely delayed that till October. It was supposed to be out already. It was supposed to come out in March, but they purposely were like, "We're not done. This game's not good yet. Give us another few months." And they delayed it till October. But check it out. It's Keanu Reeves is in it. Like,
whoa!
It's going to be pretty awesome. It's the same team that did the Witcher games, so it's going to be really good. But check it out; it's going to be awesome.
Right on, dude.
What is it? Cyberpunk 20?
Cyberpunk 2077.
2077. Yeah, I knew that Keanu Reeves had done a couple of video games lately. I think that was one of them. So that's pretty. Yeah, that'll be pretty interesting. How games and like movies are becoming.
Yeah, I mean they're emerged. They're emerged media now. Like.
Bye.
Why don't you come
Hey, we're talking here.
Hey, Molly.
Hey, Molly.
It's Uncle Chris and Uncle Mal.
I'm Bo.
Who?
On the pod. What you doing, girl?
Who's that guy? Never seen him before.
Huh. It's really lapsing right now.
Yeah. Video games. PlayStation.
We have Chris, the expert here. He's telling
Yeah,
us all
Chris
about
is the expert, the video gamer.
Yeah, you guys should play some games. It's like playing, like imagine being able to play a movie.
play a
Like,
movie.
I'm playing Star Wars Fallen Order. It's awesome.
Okay,
Are
there
you?
go.
Yeah,
Playing
I
it?
got it.
The game is phenomenal.
I'm only about 5% in.
You need to,
The
Logan.
story.
You just need to play it. I beat it in. It took me 60 hours. I beat it.
I know.
I beat it in 2 weeks. I think it was.
Satisfying.
Oh,
I
it's
just-
phenomenal.
I just the part of the game I just finished was leaving the vault and going back to the ship.
Oh God, you're not even in it, dude.
Yeah,
wait.
I know.
Just
That's where
wait.
I'm at. Yeah, it's good.
Just wait till you find out what planet they go to and what that planet becomes, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
But
Gonna say, I'm not even going to say anything about it. The ending of the game, they leave it open. They're going to make another one. They already said they are. It's probably 2 years away. It's phenomenal.
I won't lie, it's probably the best Star Wars game they've ever made.
Oh, it's-
Could you see him adapting
Honestly.
it to a show or a movie?
I could see them not necessarily make this game a movie, but continue the game story in a movie.
Okay.
With that character, Cal Kestis.
Yeah.
Cal.
It's phenomenal. Like I when I got done with that game, I was like, this kid should play this guy in a movie or even like a Disney Plus series, something like a few episodes long or something like 8 episodes.
No, do like a Mandalorian. Do like 10 episodes of continuation with Ian from Shameless.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. What's his name?
Cameron, Monahan,
Cameron.
maybe?
There he is.
Cameron Monaghan. There you go.
Cal Kestis.
Cal
Awesome.
Kestis. That's cool.
I didn't even know they had that. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm only about 5% in. So
I'll play it, man. Once I started playing that game, I could not put the controller down.
I have a question.
Does Molly have a question? Is that what
I'll ask a question for those Cinephellas boys. I could do it without the. Nah, it won't work. Man, those boys are wild.
Hey,
What's up?
What's up, yo?
how's it going?
It's going.
Going well.
Yeah.
How are
How about
you?
Well, I'm watching
you
Frank Sinatra's live performance from 1960 something in California.
It's pretty dope.
Oh, damn.
I know, I'm
Is it
really getting
good?
wild.
Does he look all young and charming and shit? Is he smoking on stage?
Yeah, he's a little sweaty, but
Is he holding like a glass with like whiskey in it or something?
I kind of wanted to smoke a cigar and just like straight.
Do it. You don't have to work tomorrow. Well, you don't have to go to work tomorrow.
I'm fucking essential. Okay,
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm essential.
Theoretically, we are too. It's just I got a choice to not go.
You made yourself unessential. Like, okay.
Yeah, this is what Logan gets every day. Blessed, he
He
said.
loves it. Hashtag blessed.
Question: has anyone started watching Little Fires Everywhere?
No.
So Molly, you might want to text Amy.
Okay.
She's watching it.
Okay.
Not right now, but she's watching it. So you should text her and ask her about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start episode 2, but episode 1 kind of had me feeling a little bit. Is it worth my time? Because I really like Reese Witherspoon, but I was like, I don't really like the other characters. And there's freaking what's his face from Dawson's Creek? Joshua
Oh,
Jackson.
Casey.
Casey. That's how I know him as.
Yeah.
So clip. But anyways, just want to know if it was worth a go. I finished I Am the Night too, by the way. The ending sucked.
Okay. The HBO one, right? With
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too with Riz Ahmed.
Yeah, the ending sucked. I was left
I
unfulfilled.
agree. I know, right?
I give it a 3 out of 5 hair pieces.
You got to do that. There you go.
I did it. I know it. All right. Well, this lighting
You're
is
good.
making me look real bad. Y'all have fun now.
We will.
I'll see you guys
Y'all
next
get lit
Sunday.
out there.
Oh,
Like
no.
a stogie.
I'm going to go eat some ice cream.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Enjoy.
those boys are wild.
You know what movie I just remembered?
She just took over.
I loved it. She had some good questions, and I hadn't seen those shows,
Yeah,
but I'd heard of them.
I gave up.
I had seen the one.
I gave
So
up on.
Logan, I don't know if you remember this movie with Bill Skarsgård and Maika Monroe that was supposed to come out
Mhm.
called Villains. I think I'm going to try and watch that, actually.
That's
I
a good
forgot all
idea.
about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I definitely want to check that out because I love both the actor and actress. But I
Yeah,
haven't-
and it came out already, and you just didn't hear anything about it.
no, which is surprising. You'd think you would see something online about that.
Yeah, and then there's another movie with Dan DeHaan and Maika Monroe again, and it's almost
Really?
like he's after her, like almost like a Terminator, and it's like he wants revenge or something. I saw it on the trailer on YouTube, actually.
What's that called?
I would have to look it up. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I remember seeing because I follow him on Instagram, Dane DeHaan. Dreamy, but I saw something he posted about that. I wanted to check it out. I haven't seen him in anything in a while since Valerian or whatever it's called.
Wasn't he in that Metallica movie?
Oh, you're talking about I forget the name of it. He plays like a backstage hand in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's cool.
The movie's called The Stranger with Dan DeHaan and Maika Monroe.
Huh, awesome. I'll have to check that out. You do?
Yeah, young Leo DiCaprio.
Young Leo, he just looks exactly like him.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, him. Who else? The guy from Stranger Things. It's almost like they have a lab of mini Leonardo DiCaprios that they just put out. Like on an assembly.
It's a bunch of clones of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, Leo! Dreamy.
Just make them at the Leo factory.
Oh man.
Logan, you might want to know. I haven't played Uncharted 4, but it's coming to the PlayStation Plus for free, so you can download it starting on Tuesday. Uncharted 4.
Really?
So I played 1 through 3, but I never did play 4. So yeah, I'm gonna download it on Tuesday. It'll be there for like a few weeks, I think.
Speaking of PlayStation Plus, I think today or tomorrow is the last day you can get Shadow of Colossus and Sonic. The Sonic Forces game is on there. So
How much is it?
no, it's part of PlayStation Plus. They're free.
Oh, okay. It's one
Yeah.
of the free ones. Oh,
Yeah, there's
cool.
2 free ones, yeah.
Yeah, you should do that. It's only $60 a year. That's what I have. The membership.
Yep. Yeah, if you have a PlayStation, you don't have it, you should do it because you get your money's worth in games every month.
Absolutely.
And as long as you're a subscriber, you get the games forever pretty much. So
A few months they put out the Batman games for
Mhm.
free that you can download. It was awesome. I haven't played those in a while.
oh, like
Those are
yeah, like
Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum and Arkham City and stuff. Yeah, those are great
Yeah.
games.
So good. So good. The best.
Chris has been good though. Like I'm learning all this stuff about video games.
Yeah.
I fell off.
Chris is the go-to for video games. We were talking about.
I'm telling you, I mean, I love movies too, but like if I didn't have video games, I don't know what the heck I'd do. Besides sit and watch more movies, which is totally cool
You'd
too.
watch some Lifetime movies with the wife.
I probably would. And just sit and we can sit and make fun of them. Because we make fun of those movies. Those are awful.
Rob Lowe played Scott Peterson. That like trashy cop
Drew
killed his wife.
Peterson. Drew Peterson.
Oh yeah. Drew
Yeah.
Peterson.
True story. I reviewed that Lifetime movie about the two Corys, and people still comment on that video to this day. Like I still see like notifications about that video. It was like a year or two ago. I posted it. It's kind of like a joke, but I watched the movie, and people still talk about it. It's like 20,000 hits. I'm like, oh my god.
Dang.
Somali's always like, you should do more Lifetime movies. I'm like, no.
You should. You should have you should have a segment where you do a Lifetime movie segment. It'd be hilarious.
Hi, I'm Logan Myers, and
Dude, you could
Lifetime
get-
movies here tonight.
Dude, you would go crazy. People would jump all over that.
I don't know if that's the audience we really want to attract.
Yeah, we went the 55 through 75 female category.
Oh man, I did want to watch that Bobby Brown story on Lifetime.
Oh shit. That would be
Oh,
fun to
do a
Who plays
review.
Bobby?
I don't know.
Third rate. Oh, that would
Not
be
sure.
awesome, though. Just from the costumes alone, I want to see if they capture the essence of the 80s.
True
When
story.
he's humping the step.
Yeah, true story. We love Bobby Brown, don't we?
Yeah, dude.
We jam his music all the
He's a
time.
legend. Yeah,
He's a legend.
yep. Bobby Brown's a man. His music videos are cool. I was in the car the other day and I was like, "Hey Siri, play Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel," and it was like started up. I turned the radio up and I was like, "Yeah, don't be cruel." I started dancing in the car.
I think I only know one Bobby Brown song. Every Little Step. Is that him?
Yep, that's Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the best one.
Okay.
Yep.
I wanted to do like a parody video of that right here. One of these days, I'm gonna get really bored and do that. All right. So what else we got coming up? Upcoming reviews, podcasts, and projects. Niall, you got your interview that was just posted today. You want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah. So it's with Shanice Archer. She used to live in South Florida. That's where I'm at. And she recently went to London and she did her own short film called Children of Oceanville. And she was also on the Netflix show Creeped Out. So that's up on the podcast right now, episode 66.
Right on. It was an awesome interview.
And then I was trying to get some other people, like local people. I think I told you, Logan, through an email. It's maybe like some cosplayers or something.
Yeah,
That might be pretty fun.
that would be awesome. Cosplayers are fun. And what else we got? This week, I'm going to have my interview up with the director of a new movie called Sea Fever. It's a horror sci-fi flick, kind of like The Thing. And it's directed by Niesa Hardiman. Niesa? I don't know if you pronounce it that way. But my interview with that will be on the Cinephellas Podcast later this week. What else we got? On the website, Kevin just posted his top 10 best and worst films of 2019.
No, I was gonna say I read Kevin's list there.
Mhm.
It was funny. He had a couple like and his hated that that you liked, especially like Pet Cemetery and what was the other one? Lighthouse. I don't know, maybe it wasn't the Lighthouse, but it was
Yeah.
another one that you.
A24, yeah, it was another A24 flick.
Yeah,
I disagreed with, but that's okay. That's the beauty of movies,
Yeah.
right, and TV shows.
exactly. Yeah, it was a good list.
That upcoming interview, when can I post that interview?
Oh, Scott Teams. I'll have
Teams,
to look
there
at
you
my
go.
email. I think it comes out on the 17th, so it'll be on that week. So
17th.
going into next week probably. I'll let you know. I have the email. She said the date in there, so I'll let you know when it's good to release.
Cool.
Probably next Friday, but maybe even Thursday. I'll find out. But yeah, it was a good interview. Have you listened to any of it?
Yeah, it was really good actually.
Yeah.
Liked it.
So I didn't even know about like him and Danny McBride and David Gordon Green. Like I didn't know that they had any connections or anything like going in. So yeah, I just did some research on it. He has this film coming out. What is it called now? I can't even think of the name of the movie. Should have researched. But anyways, yeah, I talked to him about this film coming out with Michael Shannon and Shea Wiggum. It's based on a novel that came out in the 90s about The Quarry. Okay, sorry. Yep, it's called The Quarry. So basically, Shea Wiggum is an escaped convict, and he comes across some minister in like a small Texas town, and he ends up like killing the guy and like assuming his identity somehow. Like he takes over his congregation and pretends that he's this guy. And so yeah, I talked to Scott Teams about the filming and everything, and about what's going on currently. His project's coming up. He was involved in Halloween Kills. He was one of the writers for that. So we touched on that pretty briefly. And yeah, just talked about, what else did we talk about? We talked about his relationship with Michael Shannon and how the film was 10 years in the making. And basically it got read by some people and then sort of put on the shelf for a couple of years. Then eventually he said Shea Wiggum got a hold of the script and read it and really took a liking to it and reached out to him. And this was like 7 years later after he initially had wrote it and wanted to make the film. So that was pretty cool to see, like, you know, he saw this film that's like 10 years of his life. That's a big chunk of time. So, you know, this movie means a lot to him. And then I told him that we will make sure to download this movie when it comes out and watch it. We'll stream it and, you know, support it because he's a filmmaker that's making a lot of independent films, and obviously he's a pretty good writer. He's involved in some big productions like Halloween Kills coming up. So, yeah, look forward to the interview coming out next week. I think the film hits streaming on the 17th, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's the 17th.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm looking at old emails here. So next week. Awesome. And Halloween Kills, when's that coming out? Is that going to come out this year? Probably not.
I'm still hoping it'll hold that day, but I mean, it's been done. So, I mean, they could do all the work from home, but now it's just going to be a matter of, are they going to be bumping movies to put in movies that should have came out earlier? Are they going to push it back? Hopefully they keep it. I mean, October is one of the big ways it's going to work because people want to go see that movie in the month of Halloween. So that's my opinion. They should keep it in October. They've got to be in post-production now. So hopefully we'll see a trailer soon.
Jason Blum was tweeting about how he saw the trailer. It's coming out soon. So
right. Exactly.
That's good news.
He said it's pretty good. Yeah. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully it'll keep its date. I know some movies are keeping their dates so far. So we'll just have to see how far we're still keeping our distance and all that stuff till the virus goes away one day. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Nobody knows right now. Everything's changing day by day. So
can't predict. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. Taking it day by day. Like hopefully the lockdown is until the end of April, but you never know. Could be June, July.
I'm going to predict it's probably going to end up being extended, but we'll see. I mean, they're saying these next 2 weeks we're going to see the most deaths and infections. So they basically say buckle up. So it'll probably be pretty bad.
You're gonna be working probably a lot of hours at your job.
Oh yeah, I'll be very busy. Yeah, we've been running all the respiratory panels at my lab, but then we have to send out that specimen for a specific testing because we don't have the test kits at our work. So we actually send it to be tested for COVID at the state lab and another lab. So this week we're supposed to get kits where we're actually going to start being able to test like there in the hospital. So
wow.
Yeah, we'll see.
Jeez.
But I mean, so like you've been hearing, all the supplies are limited. They're like having to spread them all out across the country. So we're only going to get so many. So we'll have to like figure out we're probably going to end up prioritizing like patients that are coming into the emergency rooms, obviously, and patients that are there at the hospital on the floors. Because then you have these outside labs are just getting like bundles of them. Like everybody that has like a sniffle in the mornings going to their clinic, which they set up as a respiratory place, and they're collecting these specimens, and there's like bags, and they come in and they're 100 plus. You're getting a lot per day. So the turnaround time's been a long time, but now you're gonna start to see the results come back faster because they've opened more labs to run these tests, and more places have access to them. So that's why you're going to see some big numbers these coming weeks. So
because more people are getting tested.
That's the main thing. More people are getting tested, and now the virus has been around for a few weeks, so it's got a chance to do its initial passing through. So now we're going to see it passing through the original people to the others, and the others are going to take it to their families. They're going to, it's going to spread. So. But the social distancing and the people not being close together is going to help a lot, as opposed to us not doing any of that. It would be it would be crazy how many people. Yeah, it'd be awful. But this way it's going to at least slow it down. But it's still going to you're still going to see a lot. So we'll just have to play it by ear. They're saying this month's going to be the worst. We're going to have to get over this hump. So I imagine, wouldn't be surprised if they extend everything into May. But right now it's April 30th.
Yeah. It's going to be the worst month, so that means it's definitely going to be in lockdown probably till next month. So, great. It's only April 5th. It's going to be a long month. Like March, it was 95 days.
Well, just think of it like this. We got to get through this one, and then, by the time May starts up, we should be at least on the other side of the worst part. That's the good news. So,
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
They make a Netflix movie about COVID-19. I'm sure it would be very good.
With Jude Law.
Yeah.
Jude Law.
Too soon.
COVID-19.
Jared Harris as the wise scientist.
Protons and neutrons. Chernobyl.
What's everybody going to be watching later tonight? That's what I want to ask, because it's about 9 o'clock. There's about one more thing to watch before we're all probably too tired. Chris, you're probably going to continue to play video games.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. What will you watch if you're going to watch something tonight?
I don't know. I might watch another episode of Tiger King, maybe.
All right, there you go. Yeah. Have you got to the part where they show you how they feed everything? How they feed their feed their cartel of tigers and derelicts that they bring in to run the zoo with the old Walmart meat?
Oh, the Walmart. Yeah. That was ridiculous.
Gross. They just dumpster dive for expired meat. And then they're like, yeah, Jeff pays us $10 a day. He gives us a thing, and he gives us expired Walmart meat.
$10 a day.
And there's actually there is some news to that. And Jeff Lowe's saying that there's going to be another episode released. So we'll be seeing one episode apparently coming. So it'll be probably a follow up to see what's happening now with because Joe Exotic has a lawsuit, $94 million lawsuit out on the prosecution now. So he's trying to, he's got that brewing. He's trying to get out early, of course. He's sentenced to 20-some years in prison. He's been calling into a lot of podcasts and appearing on a couple of shows talking about what's happening. And so it's been in the news. He's like really excited and happy that he's finally famous. And he's, he says it's kind of crazy that it's happened this way because he had his own like web series and everything, and that never really caught on. So he's all, he's loving that he's famous now, even though he's all locked up. But supposedly we're supposed to see one more episode. So after you finish up, you'll have an extra one to watch.
There we go.
That'd be awesome.
Interesting.
I feel like I need another episode of my life with Tiger King. I'm going through withdrawals. It's that addictive.
You move to his farm, you become one of his lovers. You're like, I'm straight.
Not even gay.
It's like the guy from California.
Not even gay. I just love Oklahoma. I just love Oklahoma. That's it.
Travis just like baked all the time. He just like reminded me of the guy from the the Adam Sandler movies. The guy that's always like,
the caddy.
The caddy.
Guy from Grandma's Boy.
He's just like so baked all the time. He didn't know what was going on. He's like, yeah, I'll marry you.
That's pretty much sums up the show, though. Just ridiculous.
Why would you sing at your ex-fiance's funeral? He like sings his own song, and then he's like, my favorite memory of Travis is when he'd come up to me and rub his balls on my face.
Funeral.
Oh God.
Cringeworthy. Could imagine being there. I'm like, what is this guy saying?
And his mom, the kid's mom, was there and everything. She's just like,
my poor boy. Yeah, it's terrible. It's just a train wreck. It's a train wreck from start to finish.
And they have the truck filled with expired meat, and they just go through it like zombies. Like
they make pizza out of it.
Yeah.
It's good. Oh man, I've had too much fun. I've never seen a show full of such unique people.
Oh no,
oh, man, everybody's so out there.
Yeah, and Carol tries to play it like she's innocent, but she's pretty much saying, "Oh, Joe, the tiger shouldn't be in your cage. They should be in my shitty one."
Right, exactly. My worst one with terrible upkeep and dangerous conditions. Yeah, I love how Carol's like, it's like she's like makes it out to be an animal rescue. It's the exact same thing, but shittier. Like they don't
like smaller cages and stuff.
Yeah. You see like a cattle prod in the corner, like a freaking to zap them if they're bad. Oh, don't mind that. That's for my husband when he gets out of line.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, she's a basket. She's a basket case. She fed her husband to tigers.
No. The septic system. Okay.
Septic.
Yeah, tonight I'm gonna probably be watching more of Step by Step on Hulu, the '90s show. Whoa, with Cody.
Really?
Step by step. It's on Hulu. It's terrible.
What
We watched.
prompted this? I can
It was
watch
on-
bad 90s.
We searched for really bad '90s TV shows. We're looking for my favorite Home Improvement. They didn't have it on there.
Wasn't
Didn't have it on there, so watch Step by Step. It's terrible. It doesn't
I'll
hold
check
up.
out your terrible recommendation.
Don't watch it. It's really
Okay.
bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, I'm
The
going to
one-
watch maybe a little bit of WrestleMania later, and then I'm going to watch the season finale of The Good Doctor on Hulu.
Awesome.
And then I'll
Oh,
scroll through Netflix and then not find anything after an hour and give up and go to bed.
And just fall asleep.
right. Too many choices. You're like, oh, maybe I should watch this. And then by the time you're done, like trying to choose, you're just like, ah, fuck it. I'm done. I'm too tired.
Yeah. No kidding. You have so many choices, and then you just can't find anything. Fall asleep. Amazon Prime, Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Just fall asleep.
exactly. Right. I still need to watch 1917, so I'm going to be watching that.
Oh, dude. Gotta watch
So
it.
good.
can't wait.
So good.
Oh,
It
is
is.
it awesome?
Roger Deacon.
That cinematography, though.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I heard it's beautiful. Beautifully shot and pretty harrowing. And you're following the same guy throughout the movie? Is it like
Yeah.
a single shot? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty cool. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, the two actors are really good in it. One of them is from Game of Thrones. He played King Joffrey's brother. He's the one that like jumped off the tower. I don't know his name.
Oh, yeah, I remember who you're talking about. Yeah, I can't remember either.
But yeah, it's him
Something-
and this other
yeah.
kid. They're really good.
Okay. A lot of cool action sequences, war sequences.
Oh
Is there,
yeah,
like bombs blowing off and stuff.
yeah. Bombs going off, and you have the planes and stuff, and it's awesome. It's the way it was shot.
Yeah.
Like really
I
intense.
want to get
Like,
that on Blu-ray to see the special features, like how they actually did all that.
hmm
That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Interested to see how they shot it. Definitely one of the best movies of last year, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of war films, I need to actually watch this. I haven't watched it yet, but it's the 4K Final Cut Apocalypse Now.
Nice.
I bought the same one from Best Buy, and I still haven't watched it. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I
I'm
know. I
interested.
really want to watch it.
Rewatch it.
I rewatched Born on the 4th of July maybe a couple of days ago.
Oh,
Is that-
yeah? How's it hold up? Was it pretty good still? Like, it's from how
No,
you
it still
remember
holds up. Exactly. No, it does.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a really good movie.
Mhm.
Tom Cruise, one of his best performances.
Yeah, and I rewatched Dunkirk. I don't know if that movie kind of, I don't know, I guess that my feelings changed on it. I liked it more the first time.
Yeah, I liked it exactly the first time, and seeing it in the theater, I think, was a must. Just because this, I watched it in an IMAX screen, so it was enhanced, and it was really cool. Yeah, you felt more of the bombs and everything when you're in the theater. When you're at home, it's not the same, you know.
No, it's not.
Absolutely not. Yeah. For Christopher
And there's
Nolan,
not barely any dialogue. You're just So
the sound design and everything, and just the way it was shot, badass. You have to see Christopher Nolan in the theater, IMAX, the way it's filmed.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they have the
Do
full
you think Tenet
experience.
will get delayed?
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, yeah. But we'll see.
Between-
Maybe they're-
Yeah,
here's
between
hope. Who knows?
between Tenet and Top Gun Maverick, most anticipated films of the year, getting
Top
delayed.
Gun? Did Top Gun get delayed or no?
Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
It did. What is it, next year now?
December, I think.
December.
November.
Yeah. November, December, end of the year, right now.
Yeah.
That's supposed to come out in June, so that sucks.
Yeah, that does
Doc-
suck. I was
Doc-
looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, the Oscars next year. The winner is
Crickets, yeah.
Tiger
There's
King.
Tiger audience, yeah.
Tiger King wins
He
everything.
would host the Oscars and do a great job.
Best cinematography.
Yeah.
Best director, best performance. Best actress, Carol Baskin. That fucking bitch.
He kills her on stage. I finally killed that fucking bitch. When he's doing his show and he just pulls out the gun and shoots the mannequin in the head.
I'm like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna end up in jail.
Oh, he was with his AK. He had like an AK-47 or something.
Dude, he had multiple ones that they shot all the time there, and dynamite and shit.
Yep. Anyways, boys, it's been a good time tonight talking about stuff.
It's fun.
Movies, TV shows, video games, the lockdown, coronavirus. Always a good time with you, gents.
Yeah,
This
I
was
learned
a
a lot
great
about video games. Thank you,
There
Chris.
you go.
Yeah.
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah, thanks. Come back soon. Tell us the latest
For
news
sure.
and how many hours you're into your game that you're playing now. And also send us free demos for Switch. And send me a Switch so I can finally play it.
I don't know. Maybe I'll stream. Maybe I'll stream something online and you guys can watch.
Yeah, where can we find you on Twitch and social media?
All social media, Twitter, Twitch. I haven't really done anything on Twitch in a long time, but Twitter is Deep Heads and Dice on the Twitters and Instagram too. So if you want to follow on there, it'd be awesome. And then I'll be looking forward to do some streaming hopefully soon, either on Mixer or Twitch.
Right on. People have to check you out and follow you on your social media.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for joining, man. You have to come back and do some more of this. So we'll
sure.
probably be in the lockdown for the next 6 months, so we'll have to keep talking on video chat and keep our sanity here.
Heck yeah, I'd like to. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I'm thinking while I'm in quarantine, I'm going to do like a Joe Exotic Hulk Hogan handlebar mustache.
You should.
You totally should. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Man. We'll see the progress every week we do one. Then at the end, you can finally bleach it blonde. You can do that. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, this was fun. Yeah, it's good interacting. We're all stuck inside, so this is better than. I mean, not better than obviously being in person, but at least we're able to.
Absolutely, dude. This is episode 67. This is Logan Myers signing out from the Cinephellas Podcast with
Henry Hill.
I'm Chris Walker.
And I'm Niall Fortner.
Signing out from the podcast. Cheese.
In the eyes of a ranger.